This is as close as you'll get to a straight fight. Take that thing down.
Come get it.
Do not allow her to distract you.
I gotcha.
You were too weak for this fight.
That must have taken practice.
Your mother abandons you. Feel my call.
You aren't good enough for me. Not looking good for you. A quick bite. You attached to that face? Let's dance.
The darkness is welcoming.
Says dirt me. We pick you. Want it done right? Gotta do it yourself.
Now that was something.
We've done it. Excellent work.
gonna be saying some words about Blaze for the team. We're gathering in the cave right now. Come join us.
Something they don't tell you about leadership? All the paperwork.
Sure, Captain Marvel can blast a dude with her eyes, but I can bat my eyelashes and make them run away.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody. I know we're all stretched thin at the moment.
We're all here for you, Robbie. We know this is important to you.
But we should move things along. I know what you're all thinking. You thought Blaze was a major league asshole.
Whoa, I thought Professor Xavier was the mind reader, Logan.
Quiet, you. Anyway, Blaze. Yeah, he wasn't nice. But it's not a nice world. And sometimes you gotta be that way to get things done. And he really got a lot of things done. So, you kids remember that. You won't always be so fresh-faced and innocent.
Thanks, Logan. You said it better than I ever could. To be honest, I really struggled with what I was gonna say. Because I used to worship the flaming ground Blaze rode on. And then I met him. And safe to say, I didn't worship him so much anymore. Fairly certain I hated him. Right until he went and sacrificed his life to save mine. Johnny might not have been perfect, but at the end of the day, he was one of us. And I'm glad to have known him. To Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze.
Johnny
Johnny
Blaze.
Blaze.
Is that it? Can we go now?
Hey, look who's awake.
I need to meditate soon. It's important that I keep myself regulated.
Nico says I'm Pan. Do I look like a chef to you?
Do we really care if Lilith takes over the Southwest? It's already a blistering hellscape.
What you doing, Charlie?
Pull up a stool, Hunter. Never too early to get caffeinated. Stark convinced me to put a shot of his new Stark Drive energy drink in my coffee.
Stark Drive?
Sure, it tastes like sweaty gym sock dipped in coffee, but at least it wakes you up. And if we're headed to Transia, I'm gonna need it. This thing could last 24 hours or 24 days. Hard to tell.
This group does not waste time. We will strike at Hydra and Transia quickly, and we will win.
Now there's a real rah-rah spirit I can get behind. I've got no time for long stays overseas. I don't like to pack a toothbrush, and my transient is pretty terrible.
It makes sense that Lilith would go there. Back to the homeland, that is. Back to the source of her powers.
She's gonna be in for a real nasty shock if she's looking for home. It's not like the old days with the Knights of Wundagore riding around the place. Red Skull and Hydra did a pretty good job of screwing Transia up in every way possible.
The people of Transia are good at heart. There's natural beauty there. We can still save the country from the destruction brought upon it.
We go smash Hydra, and while we're there, we'll plant some trees? Sounds like a plan.
It looks like the others are gathering now in the war room.
Yep, I'll head that way myself. Just need a few more sips of sweaty gym sock. I gotta talk to Stark about getting some new flavors.
Focus, Robbie. Focus.
Oh, I'm focused, Blade.
Point to Transia on the map.
Do you have any siblings?
No. Why do you ask?
I can't imagine growing up as an only child. I've always had Pietro around.
That is your brother?
My twin, yeah.
Must be difficult to be separated from him.
It is. For as much as I love Nico and magic, no one knows me better than my brother. That's the nice thing about being a twin. You have a built-in best friend from the moment you're born.
You two never argued?
Of course we did. He's super fast though, so he'd just speed away whenever he knew he was wrong. That made it hard to gloat.
Why is he not here?
Who knows? I haven't heard from him in a while, but I know he's okay. Twin telepathy and all that.
You can read his mind?
No, but I can kind of sense him. It's hard to explain, but just trust me. Pietro's fine.
I hope you hear from him soon.
Me too. For someone who's so fast, he sure is slow to respond.
Is there anything you can tell us about Transia that might give us an edge?
Transia is a country in trouble. Destabilize at any moment. The people there, they have so...
Hunter, hello.
What are we waiting for? Let's hit Hydra hard.
Will my Transia ever know peace?
Right. I'm packing coffee pods. Anything you like? What's new, Hunter? Let's crunch the numbers. This stuff is actionable. Let's shut it down. This should keep someone busy. Sending your friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
Naturally.
Thanks, Hunter. We're ready to make a move.
It's a deadly field trip!
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? Aim to the right. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
here if you need me.
Back again.
We have a new edge. We thought you were...
Evil doesn't take time. Neither should we.
Later.
Sounds reckless. I'm in.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so, Ward...
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wondergore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wondagore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen, Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk?
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda. Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter. You're our leader. And we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time...
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
What if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do? We rise. We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it.
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful. energy barriers or jolly green monsters?
Then they're ours.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right, one problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns, assemble, or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way.
Consider
Whatever works. Good one.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Interesting. I'll give it a whirl. Isn't Dr. Faustus wonderful war crimes? Huh, you guys might be accessories, you know? You will not.
I will never move.
This was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Giving Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you.
Now's not the time to act tough.
You have earned this. There is From the rift, her blessing emerged.
We both know you're not good enough for me.
I have no patience for this.
Ugh, I still don't get why these guys keep fighting. It can't be the money. What else do mercenaries take in trade?
We both know what Lilith offers them, Nico. A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to romanticize our peril. I appreciate your concern. This shall be of great help.
Mother protects us. Regroup at position, Tango. The rift opens.
Maybe you'd like a closer look at my sword.
The Knights of Wonder. They believed this land was cursed.
A well-justified conclusion.
Wundagore resonates with the dark energies of Cthon. Even the mountain could not contain his vile influence forever.
I feel stronger.
Buy us some time!
Get inside while you can. Leave that to me.
Punch it!
Hell yeah!
You alone among your kind can serve as the conduit of my power, precious child. Liber tenebris, reversus es nobis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave shore is.
Midnight suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the Hellride. I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that. You have been judged. It will not be broken. The fires of hell burn bright. I'm on it.
some for the rest of us. Power of the light. Welcome assistance.
Time.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Reinforcements. Good. No time to catch my breath.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not be undone.
Stop this, mother.
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. The dawn will rise.
Support units on the move. The fire burns brighter still.
I can handle it.
Your power comes from a delicate balance. No time to repent.
I saw a move like that here. This shall be of great help.
That's an issue.
far too long.
Don't speak as if you know, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. But there's still time for you to see things his way.
No one calling themselves a Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
Let's do this! Mother.
Accept. You will suffer, just as they did.
Has sent you here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Ever seen that?
Harmar Sard.
Lilith may have found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble since this whole thing started. Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood. Should get the blood pumping. Don't blink.
For the mother. Now.
Stark should have just nuked this place from orbit. You know he's got one somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say we do it anyway. Burn them all!
Now that was something. can do this.
Bad I'm not on the receiving end. That barrier is still holding.
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask!
Almost! Yo, demon lady! One thing, before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze!
No! The spell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave!
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there!
What's wrong? Everything.
Are you seeing this?
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
Dude, that's so freaking crazy.
Please be alarmed in silence.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
After you.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
You good?
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
I did not pay much attention to that part.
How can you not appreciate the doomed romance between Crash Morgan and Princess Anilla?
Easy. You root for the Zorgot commander.
Should have known you'd be a Glaxogorp fan. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Deimos society sounds awful. The Zorgots were right to invade.
You aren't wrong about Deimos society, but the Zorgots went overboard. Glaxogorp was the only one Crash could reason with. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form. But where do they stash the princess?
Does Romut not have a secret compartment?
That can barely hold Crash's hydro gun. It's not big enough to secure the princess. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book? I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I hope we come back to this in the future.
Same here. Books are a gourmet meal for thought. Not to call anyone out, but you just can't feed your mind gristle.
Who else would you invite if you could?
There's a lawyer who got me out of a bad situation a few years back. Smart as a whip, picks up on subtle things even I tend to miss. As long as the books we read have Braille copies, I could convince him. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You are no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You leaving?
I am taking off.
Righteous.
He's close, Hunter. Chthon is slithering his way into this dimension. I can feel it.
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you. I am sorry, Wanda. For everything.
So am I.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Chthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondergore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
Wanda, I am so sorry.
Not as sorry as they are. I can promise you that.
We will save them. That I can promise.
And I'd like to be around to help them. But first, we have to stop your mom. I'm afraid of her, you know. Of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I... go dark.
If it came to that, we would find a way of removing her corruption again.
I appreciate that, but I don't think you're going to have time for all that while you're also trying to stop Chthon from tentacle climbing into this dimension.
You are right. We probably will not have time to save you.
You wouldn't?
I am joking.
You almost got me there.
No one is leaving you behind, ever again.
Promise?
Cross my heart.
Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health, especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter, and I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
The mysterious structure, which has been
I hope Aunt May
described as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this
of
because
ancient
she's going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
We
of
try to stop
Transia,
it, but
decimating a
I
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the base
Robbie.
of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can say
These
it.
images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times on
screwed.
every social media outlet with the hashtag #ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Well, the end of the world wasn't real before. It is now.
No one's lived through catastrophic world-ending events before? Boring! You're expecting to hear a witty one-liner. I get it. But I gotta say, I'm speechless.
I find that hard to believe.
I'm serious! You dropped a freaking mountain on the Hulk, and he waltzed away like it was nothing. I mean, if a mountain didn't kill him, what could? My ego? No. It couldn't stand carrying the weight of the entire world. Oh, 1 billion elephants! A duck the size of a house? Or maybe 2 mountains.
I see you are trying to help with hypotheticals.
Moi? You've got the wrong guy, Hunter. I'm a problem solver, and we have a green guy to squash. Re-squash.
I appreciate the sentiment, but the others may not.
Why do you think I'm keeping it between you and me?
Because I am your favorite?
Bingo. After all that, we can add another L to the pile.
An L?
You know, a loss. A goose egg. A big fat 0. Gotta say, I don't know how you keep up the cheerleader attitude.
I have faith we will still win in the end.
Where does this so-called faith come from? The Good Feelings supply store?
From myself and my friends, like you.
Right in the feels.
You sound in pain.
It's okay. I'm into it. Just take it sleazy, Hunter. The fight's not going anywhere.
What you doing, Charlie?
You think they'll notice if I just don't say anything? Ignore the prompt? A guy can wish.
let me guess. You came to rub it in? Tell me the Midnight Suns are just a bunch of Hero Academy dropouts who are in over their heads?
I'm not here to rub anything in. I came here to say, I thought what you did back there was brave. And bold.
Yeah, right. You mean brave and stupid?
You weren't being stupid. You did what you thought was right. Sometimes, we can do everything in our power to stop a bad thing from happening and still fall flat on our faces. Just keep your chin up and remember, failure is an essential part of the superhero gig. I mean, look at me. I haven't exactly been batting 1,000 these days, but that doesn't seem to have slowed down my ego any.
Well, wait. Are you, like, actually being nice to me?
Well, nothing like impending doom to bring people together. But seriously, I admire what you tried to pull off back there. Took a lot of guts. Maybe next time, you'll get the glory.
Thanks, Tony. Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the Temple of Chthon. Way to go, team.
It is not the end of the world, Nico.
Yes, it is. Like, it's literally the end of the world. The Temple of Chthon is here, and soon giant flying squid god will come to feast on all of our souls.
Nico, I am not going to let that happen. Chosen one, remember?
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
Can you not feel it, child? The end is upon us.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
One look at Transia tells me everything I need to know. Sarah was right. My mother died centuries ago.
Pains me to hear you say that. Especially when everything I have done has...
Do not say it. Do not tell me you have unleashed all those horrors in my name.
I do not need to. All will be revealed soon. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
If everything you do is truly for me, Mother, then I beg you to stop. Let us both return to our graves and let the world know peace.
You almost sound like him.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him. Your father. He once said something similar to me, several lifetimes ago.
I have never heard you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
That is called playing one parent against the other.
I know. And I always gave advice Sarah would have given, if you hadn't both quarreled over every tiny thing.
I thought so. Was she there, but invisible? Did she whisper your advice through lost sorceries of the blood?
Of course not. Hunter, we spoke about you constantly. The weight of prophecy should never fall on a child. So we tried to give you room to be your own person.
I had no idea. What did you want to discuss?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... Despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha.
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear, Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night.
Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor?
Was that the time we fought the 20-foot-tall robot?
You're gonna have to be more specific. I fought a lot of 20-foot-tall robots.
Sure I can. See too much street action.
Poor Wanda. To experience so much loss so quickly.
You feel for Wanda?
Of course I do. It's basic human empathy, especially after everything she's been through.
It is certainly a lot to process all at once.
She'll need support now, more than ever. I mentioned before that the X-Men have always had a home, but I wasn't being entirely truthful.
How so?
Professor Xavier's school was displaced many times. We've always been able to put down roots, but the interim was full of uncertainty.
You see yourself in Wanda, then?
It's hard not to.
I think she would like some solace if it came from you, since you relate.
I think so too. I just need to wait until she's had some time to process. I'll give Wanda her space for now, but I hope to be able to give her some comfort.
It all bleeds together after a while.
Makes you wonder how.
The entire Abbey is humming about the Hulk. But I'm sure if Banner were here, he'd be lamenting the Hulk's appearance with us.
Doctor, you do know that Banner is the Hulk?
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Banner and the Hulk share a body, but they are different personalities. And I understand Banner isn't incredibly fond of his greener half.
It sounds like you speak from experience.
I know what it's like to hate and fear a part of yourself you cannot control.
Then you understand what we must do if Banner is not able to assume authority over that half.
I do. And that scares me more than Mephisto himself.
I still can't believe it. MJ, can you please drive by May's house and make sure she's okay? If she turned on the news, she's probably scared. I know you're upset too. Everyone's in the same boat. She won't want you to be making a fuss, so come up with an excuse as to why you're there. Maybe bring her some cookies. She loves oatmeal.
Can't talk long, Hunter. About to transcribe a 4-hour interview.
Is this about your investigation into the new breed vampires?
Yeah. Get this. I talked to a member of the Varney clan.
Really? The Varney line is ancient, older even than Dracula himself.
Exactly. So as you can imagine, the interview was full of juicy details.
That seems like a lot of work. Would you like me to handle some of the transcription?
Yeah, I appreciate the offer, but it's pretty monotonous work. I don't want to take up anyone else's time with this.
Then maybe one of Tony's AIs could transcribe the audio for you.
Ooh, yeah, no thanks. I'm already worried about the machines taking over the planet someday. Don't want to feed that fire. Besides, Peter's already helping, and we're almost finished.
Have you discovered anything interesting?
Well, here's the real kicker. Originally, I thought Dracula had abandoned his experiments on this new breed because he saw them as inferior. But that might not be the case.
What do you mean?
The vampire I spoke with, who will go nameless due to journalistic integrity, told me that this new breed of vampires have a corrupted or even non-existent soul.
And?
And? Don't you see? You can't kill someone who doesn't have a soul. Dracula planned to raise an unkillable army.
I do not understand.
Come on, Hunter. Hey, do rocks have souls? No, and you can't kill a rock.
even if that made sense, how do you explain the vampires we have already killed?
They're all the defective vampires. Dracula is still trying to perfect the recipe.
Something does not add up for me. I think you might have to do a little more investigating.
Don't worry, once I sink my teeth into something, I don't let go till I've chewed through the whole thing and digested it fully, and then I'm ready for another bite of information. How did I lose this analogy? But trust me, I'm not done with this story.
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just, I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning, trying to process it all.
Take all the time you need.
That's just the thing, Hunter. We don't have time. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. Half of me wishes she was here so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half?
Is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
Have you considered Agatha is here, watching over us?
Huh. That's a sweet thought, Hunter, but not a very realistic one. I know this abbey is haunted, but I would know if Agatha was still one of its specters. No, she is beyond the black, hopefully in a serene and beautiful dimension far, far from the calamities of this one. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Chthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.
Agatha, a moment?
Yes, Hunter? And why are we whispering?
Never mind.
All right, dear.
Agatha, a moment?
So, we're still whispering?
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right. What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
Should we tell her?
Yes, this evening. I'll seek you out after the mission. Here I go, stirring up trouble. Feels like old times.
Can't tell if I want it to be a long road or a short one.
Bunazua. This is the first time I've been here since... well, since I had to leave the Abbey.
And?
For obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
It has not been easy.
Then I won't add to your burden. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel... I don't know, anything at all? Instead, I'm just numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
If you want to talk about it, I will listen.
Thank you, but I don't want to distract from what I'm sure will be a busy day for you.
It is no trouble.
I know. But also, I need to figure it out for myself before I can talk about it. If the offer's still open later, I'll take you up on it.
I understand.
Well, I should get back to my studies.
If I sneak up on Iron Man and... Boo, would he piss himself? I gotta know.
I'm here if you need me.
What don't you believe, Robbie?
Hey Doc, I was thinking, what if you or magic opened up a portal and I could create a large-scale moving platform? We could get those poor people out of Transient in no time.
Please tell me it's not another amulet. This.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Let me do my thing. Sometimes, I even impress myself. I'm here if you need me.
Ready for more? We need any advantage we can get.
Haha, nothing's gonna stop me now.
All right then.
Like playing with fire, huh?
Later.
I dropped 10 cubic tons of rubble on Lilith's head, and she still managed to reform the Darkhold.
She has a hard head.
Magic is right. What's done is done. No use in dwelling on our mistakes.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
I will do as you ask.
They have not changed their plans.
All will witness their sins.
These cretins can't hope to stop you.
I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one. There is no escape.
Your soul is an open question, Hunter. Only the innocent are spared.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
None can escape. Next on the list.
That's right. Hide your shame.
Arm Alpha reinforcing.
You must be terrible at poker.
You've still got some time. Tear them to shreds.
Hell with it.
Step right up. Test your strength.
Nice.
I choose you. Gonna get ya. That's from my secret stash. Just don't cross the street. Gee, I better distribute my skill points.
Lilith has damned you to hell. An eternity of suffering awaits.
Time is almost up. Do as much as you can.
Are we excited? Really getting good at that.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Don't let up. The more you take down here, the less we have to deal with later.
Your suffering begins.
It was nice not being on the receiving end of your wrath.
I will see the truth. That'll work. Whatever gets the job done. No time to run.
Hide and seek. You're on.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Hunter, Wanda is at my shrine, calling out for me. I think she deserves an answer, don't you?
Then we should speak with her.
I'll meet you at my shrine.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
Salutations, Hunter.
There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
You hear me, Fury?
Hunter, you promised me the truth about Agatha.
I should let her tell it.
Agatha is here? Right now?
I'm right here, Wanda. Can you not see me?
Agatha? Where are you?
Just my voice then. Better than nothing.
Agatha, there's so much I have to say to you.
Wanda, please. You are my pupil. I shall not have you bear the burden of my death.
I lost control.
No, I did. I pushed you too far, too fast.
Yes, but I have to...
My dear, this isn't the first time you visited my grave. I heard all you confessed. There is no need to repeat it. And there is very little time. Chthon grows restless in his slumber. I can aid you in this fight, but I'll need your help. Both of you. My connection to this world is tenuous. There is a ritual that can bind me to this place. First, I'll need you to retrieve a memento.
What exactly do you want us to bring you?
Sarah's grief is my strongest tie to the world. This memento symbolizes our tie to one another.
What is it?
I don't know, but it's somewhere in her room. The closer I get, the more painful it is.
A ghost can feel pain?
I'm not thrilled about it.
I am unfamiliar with any ritual you describe.
It was in one of the books I wouldn't allow you to read.
I read many of those books.
Yes, you were a precocious child. Those books were decoys.
I knew it!
I'm sure you did.
How should we go about this?
Hunter, you know Sarah better than most. I'm relying on you to search her room and find this memento. Whatever it is.
And what should I do?
Observation and distraction.
So, I'm the lookout while the hunter pokes around Caretaker's room.
I do it myself, but...
Oh, it's no problem. One of my favorite shows involves a weekly heist.
Now, both of you promise me, Sarah cannot know about the ritual. Not until it's done.
Why not?
The more she knows, the less chance we have to pull it off.
I have kept your secret this long.
And I can keep it as well.
Good. I believe in you both.
You can count on us.
Wanda, she already left.
Oh. Well, time to sneak into Caretaker's room and steal one of her heirlooms. Let's go before I talk myself out of it.
You and me both.
Right behind you. Hunter, I'm outside the door. As soon as you find it, I'll give you the all clear.
Wanda?
Hi, Nico.
What are you doing outside Caretaker's room?
Nothing. And I'm not outside her room.
You're leaning against the door.
Oh, I guess I am. But I'm waiting on the hunter.
Oh, for what?
I'm going to confess my feelings.
What?
It's true. I have strong feelings for the hunter.
Did I just stumble into the hottest Abby gossip since Blade and Captain Marvel?
They're together?
It's complicated, but never mind that. You and the hunter, though? I'm a little jealous, but good luck, girl.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
Nah, I'm totally out of Hunter's league. But you? I can totally see it.
You can?
No matter how it goes, find me after. I've got a pint of ice cream with your name on it.
Will do. Nico, do you mind if I wait alone?
Oh, right. Good luck.
All right, she's gone. Hurry up. This is harder than it looks on television. How's it going in there?
Found it.
All right. The coast is...
Wanda?
Caretaker. Hi. How are you, doing?
I'm tired. It's been a long day.
Oh, I know the feeling. We should, take a walk around the Abbey.
Why would we do that?
It's good to, get the blood flowing after a long day. So how about we...
Wanda, it's late. I'm going to bed.
I want to talk to you about Agatha.
You do?
Can we take that walk? It's about something she said to me. About you.
Wanda, this topic is out of bounds.
I'm not asking to be forgiven. I know I'll never make it right. But I have a wonderful memory of Agatha speaking fondly of you. It's not fair to keep it from you, so could we take that walk, please?
All right. A short walk.
A short walk. You'll be back in a few minutes, at most.
Let's go. I'd like to get this over with.
That's perfectly clear.
Are you all right?
Just a small cough. Why don't we head through the yard?
Hunter,
Ileana.
what were you doing in Caretaker's room?
I was never here, and you never saw me.
I can respect that.
Are you out?
Uh-huh.
Good. You know where to meet me. I never want to do that again.
Confess your feelings prematurely? I know, it was not ideal, but the heart wants what it wants.
You know I can turn you into a frog, right?
So you can restore me with a kiss?
Haha, moving on.
So what next?
I'll take the... what was it?
A locket.
I assume Agatha will tell us how it fits into the ritual.
And that I shall.
Agatha, we have Caretaker's memento.
I know. I can feel it. Would you be a most faithful apprentice and place a ward upon it?
Of course.
That's better. Now, do you recall the binding ritual in the Libris Inlicitus?
The Grey Seneschal. But that's...
Forbidden, yes.
I was going to say extremely dangerous.
And I would never suggest it unless the circumstances were this dire.
What is this ritual exactly?
The Grey Seneschal requires an item that binds a spirit to a person or place.
Why is it so dangerous?
Because the first step of the ritual is to destroy that item. And for a short time, the spirit is extremely vulnerable to dissolution, to possession, to destruction.
I am not entirely comfortable with this. But if you are taking the risk, I will support you.
I am so proud to know the person you've become, Hunter. Trust me when I say the risk is worth it. Should the ritual work as expected, everyone in the Abbey will be able to hear me, to see me. I'll be able to help when it's most needed. We do this when the moon is right. But it all falls apart if Sarah learns what we're planning.
Why?
This ritual is one of hers. She made it centuries ago. She knows how great the risks and how slim the odds. And there's no chance in hell she'll allow Wanda to lead the ritual. Yet for us to succeed, Wanda it must be.
No, I can't do this.
Wanda, this ritual's power lies in its inherent contradictions. And what greater contradiction can there be
than for me to restore your spirit to life? But Agatha, if I lose control...
You won't.
How do you know?
Because you're my best apprentice. Because you learn from your mistakes. And because I want you to know I truly forgive you. For that to happen, you'll need to see it in my eyes.
All right.
Now to prepare. Wanda, I'll be in your room. We'll go over every step of the ritual.
I'll meet you there.
She already...
I know. Hunter, do you believe I can do this?
Yes. I have no doubt.
Why?
Because you are the only person who ever resisted my mother's control as one of her fallen.
It wasn't enough.
It was just enough. That is why you are here.
Okay. When the moon is right.
When the moon is right.
No pressure.
Hunter, want to get your train game on? If not, we can talk a minute. Everyone tells me I've got the gift of gab. How's your mental health? A good portion of this darkness hunting game is mental health and processing intense situations.
A clear, focused mind, grounded in the present, is a potent weapon.
Sounds too new agey for me. Give me stakes and a target. Maybe that's the same thing, maybe it ain't. Whatever we got to be to do what we gotta do. Well, it's all sorts of messed up. But hell on earth isn't a garden stroll.
Crazy as it sounds, Lilith will not succeed.
You've been spending too much time with Rogers. We may win, we may lose. Either way, I'm taking as many Hellspawn with me as I can. We're made for more than driving the legions of hell from the face of the earth. And I know just who I am without that.
Well, Blade, I cannot wait to survive so we can continue our talks.
Ain't that the truth?
Look at us! Two undead heroes doing hero stuff!
Caretaker has shared so much wisdom with me during my time here.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.